know this, we are aware of it. This is an adaptation of your national legislation to acquis communautaire, the European Union regulations. We are in this process. Already out of 34, 6 have been opened. The process is going a little bit slow because the process is not so simple and so easy as it might sound. There are complicated factors. One of them is the Cyprus question. Turkey is very much intent on resolving the Cyprus issue. In fact, if the Greek Cypriot community voted in favor of the peace plan back in 2004, by this time, this is the year 2008, there would have been peace and peaceful solution on the island, and Cyprus would have been united and would have been in the European Union as one and united country. Today, only the south is in the European Union. Acquis communautaire, the European Union regulations do not apply in the north because there is this division on the island, and we are for a solution. The Greek Cypriots had a presidential election very recently, and now we have a new picture of the island. The Greek side has a new president, and there is the will and the determination on the Turkish side, both the Turkish side and the Turkish Cypriot side, to find a solution. So hopefully, with the participation of the Greek Cypriot side and with the blessing of the motherland, Greece as well, there will be a solution on the island so that Cyprus will again be united. Until such time, 8 of the chapters that I mentioned out of 34 are just blocked and frozen. We cannot have any consultations or any negotiations on this, and this is one of the roadblocks for Turkey on the way toward the European Union membership. Sometimes some countries use an international question as an internal political question. One of those incidents happened, and the Turkish issue was used in the general elections of one particular country. I don't want to name the country, I am sure you will figure out which country it is. And as a result, that country, as a continuation of the internal politics or internal elections process, has frozen 5 more chapters. This country had a new president, and this president is apparently against Turkey's membership in the European Union. This president apparently does not have friendly ideas about Turkey, and as a result, for this subjective reason, another 5 chapters could not be opened. So altogether about 12 or 13 chapters for political reasons cannot be opened. Out of 34, roughly 1/3 of the chapters cannot be opened. This is of course a serious situation, and this is really hampering us. And on the one side, Turkish side is now trying to find or trying to contribute to the findings of the solution in the Cyprus question on the one hand, and on the other hand, trying to tell the European Union that we are faced with unprecedented, unforeseen situations which happen to no other country in the European Union accession process, and therefore there should be some steps taken, because our full membership process is being hampered for the reasons of not our making. We think that this is not fair, this is not just, and we hope that this situation will be remedied in the very near future, because we feel that we are losing time. We have a customs union with the European Union since 1996, more than 10 years now. That means that our economy, to 90%, is already integrated into the European Union economy. So as far as the economic chapters are concerned, it goes without question that there will not be any problem for Turkey's accession as far as the economy is concerned, because for the last 12 years, the Turkish economy is integrated to the European Union economy. Therefore, a great number of chapters could have been easily opened and closed, because they should also be needed to close. That means the green light that Turkey has done the necessary homework for full membership could have been closed if Turkey did not face these awkward situations. We feel, this is the feeling, not only on the government side, but the Turkish public opinion feels that European Union is changing the rules of the game after the game has already started. This is not fair. We hope that someday, taking into consideration the Turkey's economic potential strength and the role that Turkey plays in a very volatile region, as far as the strategic importance that Turkey will bring and add to the European Union, will do something about hastening the Turkey's full membership in the European Union. Until such time, we shall continue our discussions with the European Union, and on this score, I would like to, as always, I would like to mention the United Kingdom's great support for Turkey's full membership. United Kingdom sees the importance of Turkey and the strategic value of Turkey, and they see that Turkey's place in Europe, and the sooner the better the steps should be taken for Turkey's accession into the European Union. And it is a source of satisfaction for us that not only the party in government, that is the Labour, but also the opposition party, the Conservatives, are also fully in favor of Turkey's full accession into the European Union as soon as possible. There are, of course, other questions that need to be mentioned, but I don't want to bore you with all these problems that Turkey is facing on the foreign policy issue. If a country is at the same time has different facets, in different regions, has interests in different regions, it is only normal that this country will have many international diplomatic questions. But I think this will give you a brief outline to you of what the people in the Turkish government and the Turkish foreign ministry has their minds occupied nowadays. These are these three questions, not in the periodic order, but these are the same questions, equally heavily keeping us busy in our policy formulations. I think I should stop here, and if there are any, I would like to answer questions from the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, questions? Does anyone want to begin? Right, Dante.
I was wanting to ask if you could comment somewhat on the situation with the AK party and the election of Abdullah Gül, and if sort of proposed rumors of the party being shut down burnish Turkey's image in the world, in Europe and abroad.
Yes. Tomorrow we are going to celebrate the 88th anniversary of the first parliament in the Turkish Republic time. Of course, there have been parliaments in the Ottoman Empire time as well, but it is the 88th anniversary, that is 1920. We have established our republic in 1923, 3 years later. First the Turks established the parliament, and in fact this first parliament carried out the struggle for independence of Turkey, because today's Turkish Republic is a country coming out of the, so to speak, ashes of the Ottoman Empire, after the Ottoman Empire lost the war in the First World War, and it was no longer possible to maintain the empire, and today's Republic of Turkey has been found in 1923. When this republic was established, one of the basic elements in its formation